નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી.
Hello students, today we will study the question number 5 of exercise 7.4. This is the topic of standard 9, chapter number 7, triangles. So what is the question? Question is, we have given one of the figure, there is a triangle PQR. So PR side is greater than PQ side. That we have mentioned here, that PR side is greater than PQ side. Okay, one more thing we have given is that PS bisects angle QPR, right? This PS is bisecting the angle QPR. So we have to prove that angle PSR is greater than angle PSQ. This angle PSR is greater than this angle PSQ. If this PSQ is suppose 60 degree, then PSR must be of 61 degree or greater than the 60 degree. That we have to prove. But we do not have to use any numericals here, right? We just have to prove that this angle PSR is greater than this angle. So let us start from, we have given that PS is the angle bisector, right? Here we have given that PS is angle bisector. So we can write down that two angles will be equal. QPS, angle QPS is equal to angle RPS, right? RPS. Give it the equation number 1. So this is the given condition. From that we have write down this thing. Now we have to notice here one thing is that if we here two triangles are there, one is PSQ and one is PSR. So if we consider triangle PQS, then PSR is, what is making it? It is making an exterior angle, right? So here angle PSR, angle PSR is exterior angle for triangle PQS, right? So according to this exterior angle property, we can write down that angle PSR is equals to angle PSR is equals to, now remember what is the exterior angle property, that the exterior angle, this angle, is equals to the addition of the two opposite angles. So this angle we can write down as angle QPS, angle QPS, plus this angle we can write down as angle PQS, right? Angle PQS. Okay, in the same way, this angle, see, PSQ, if we consider triangle PSR, this side of triangle, right hand side triangle, then PSQ is the exterior angle. So angle PSQ is exterior angle for triangle PSR, right? Or PRS or PSR, right? So here we can write down according to the exterior angle property that angle PSQ is equals to PSQ. This angle is equals to addition of these two opposite angles. So this angle we can write down as angle RPS. Angle RPS plus angle, this angle we have write down, this we can write down as PRS. Angle PRS, right? So these are the things that we have, but see what we have to prove is PSR is greater than PSQ. PSR is here, PSQ is here. So here these two angles are also equal. See, QPS and RPS, these two angles are equal. So if we want to prove that PSR is greater, then we have to prove that PQS is greater than the RPS. Now how we can prove that PQS is greater than PRS? See, here we have given one of the condition that PR is greater than PQ. So here we have to use that given condition, PR is greater than PQ. Now in a triangle, if one of the side is greater than the another side, its opposite angle is also greater. Yes. So angle opposite to this PR side, the angle opposite this PR side is PQR. So we can write down that angle PQR is greater than angle opposite to PQ side. Angle opposite to PQ side is PRQ. Angle PRQ. Right? This we can write down according to the angle opposite to larger side is greater. Right? Okay. So here PQR is greater than PRQ. But we can write down PQR as a PQS because PQS is here the angle that we will have to use. So now this, instead of this, we can write down that angle PQS. In the same way, this PRQ we can write down PRS, angle PRS. That you know now very well because QS and R are collinear. Right? Now see, from this equation number 1, give it equation number, here we have given it 3. From equation number 1, what we can write down? That angle, okay, here we have to add these two equations. See, angle QPS is equals to angle RPS. If we add this with this equation, what will happen? Angle QPS plus angle PQS. So here QPS plus PQS is there. See, we are getting this thing. So let us add this 1 with 3. So when we add equation number 1 and give it the equation number 4. So if we add 1 and 4, what we are getting? That angle QPS plus angle PQS. Now the right hand side we have to write down angle RPS plus angle PRS. So which sign we have to put here? Equality sign or inequality sign? See, these two are equal. Suppose this is of 60 degree, this is of also 60 degree. Both are equal. Now this is greater than this. Suppose this is 40 degree and this is 30 degree. So what will happen? See, 60 plus 40. This is total is 100. Now here 60 plus 30. This is 90 degree. So as this side PQS is greater than this inequality remains as it is. This side will become greater than this side. Right? Because two things are there. One is greater, one is smaller. If we add two same things both the side, we get this side is again greater than this side. Understand? So here this remains as it is. This portion remains greater than this side. Now see, angle QPS plus angle PQS is what? This is angle PSR. This is angle PSR. Now this greater than sign remains as it is, and RPS plus PRS. Here we can write down angle PSQ. So this is our required result that we have to prove that angle PSR is greater than angle PSQ. These two we can write down according to this equation number 2 and 3. From equation number 2 and 3. Right? So this is, we can prove on the base of the inequality in a triangle. Let us study the question number 6. Question number 6 is, so that of all line segments drawn from a given point not on it, the perpendicular line segment is the shortest. Suppose here we have given one of the line segment AB, right? So we have to consider one of the point. So we have considered this point C, which is not on this line segment AB. This is here, all right, above this line segment. So the question is that if we draw the line segment from this point to this line segment AB, then whatever is the perpendicular is the shortest. That means we can draw one line segment from this C point to this A point like this. Right? One more we can write down from this to this point to this C point. Right? One more we can write down from C to D. Suppose this is the perpendicular. So here what we have done, let us take AB is a line segment and C is a point. C is a point not lying on AB, right? C is a point which is not lying on AB, and we have drawn that CD is perpendicular to AB, right? CD is suppose perpendicular to AB. So this angle will become of 90 degree, right? So what we have to do is, we have to prove is that this distance CD is the shortest of this distance CA, or suppose if we take here E point, then this distance CD is the shortest distance out of CE, CA and CD. CD is the shortest because this is the perpendicular from this point to this line segment, right? This we cannot just to take the left hand side, we can also draw the points right hand side also. Here also we can draw, here also we can draw. So the question is that out of this all the line segment from this point on this line segment AB, the shortest is which is perpendicular to this given line segment. This is the larger, this is the longer, this is the shortest. That we have to prove. So here let us consider the two line segment CD and CA, right? So here we can, by taking CA and CD, there is making a triangle CAD, right? So suppose in triangle CAD, angle D is equals to 90 degree, right? See, any one line segment we have to consider. So we have considered this line segment CA. You can also consider this line segment CA, or you can make one more line segment closer to this CD, and you can also consider that line segment, right? So here we have considered this line segment CA. So there is a triangle is formed CAD, in which angle D is of 90 degree. So now we can apply the angle sum property of the triangle. We can write down angle C plus angle A plus angle D is equals to 90 degree. Sorry, this is equals to 180 degree according to the angle sum property of triangle. Now we have know that angle D is of 90 degree. So angle C plus angle A plus 90 degree is equals to 180 degree. So by taking 90 to the right hand side, we get angle C plus angle A is equals to 90 degree. Now the total of angle C and angle A is equals to 90 degree. So we can write down that angle C is less than 90 degree and angle A is also less than 90 degree. Now we can write down angle C is less than 90 degree means we can write down angle D. Angle D. And angle A is also less than angle D. So both these angles, right, C and A are less than angle D. So what is this meaning? Angle C is less than angle D. That means the opposite side of angle C is CD. CD is less than opposite side of angle D. Opposite side of angle D is CA. So this is not the required condition. We just have to focus on this. So this we can write down according to that these sides opposite to greater angle is larger. Right? Sides opposite to the greater angle is larger. So what we have to need to prove is that the perpendicular distance from any point to line segment is the shortest distance. So here we consider the two distances C to D and C to A. Right? Out of that, which is we get here that the smaller? We get the CD is the smaller. Right? And what is CD? CD is the perpendicular distance from this point to the line segment. So from this we can write down that the perpendicular line segment will be the shortest. Out of all the line segment we can draw from this point to this line segment, whatever is the perpendicular will become the shortest. Right? You can also take one more line segment here. You can consider CB. So now CDB triangle is formed there. Again it is an right angle triangle. You can proceed in this way. Again you can find this that the CD is the shortest distance. Okay, so this is all about this lecture. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.